Hi, this is Stacey Abbott with Corner House Realty, and welcome to another episode of Betcha Didn't Know. Today, I am here with Ann O'Neill, who is a local historian of Reisterstown and former librarian at Franklin High School for the last 21 years. She is going to tell us a little bit about something I know you didn't know about. There are mile marker stones on Main Street, and Ann's going to tell us why and what they're for.
I imagine a lot of Reisterstown folks have no idea that hidden in this hedge in front of 337 Main Street is this slab of stone. And even fewer people would know why it's here. Well, this is a milestone marker, well over 200 years old. It's part of a series that went all up and down Reisterstown Road when it was initially the Reisterstown Turnpike.
So, Ann, how old is Reisterstown Road?
It's very old. It started out as an American Indian path that the Susquehannock Indians from the Delaware, Pennsylvania area would pass through while fishing and hunting. In the early 1700s, Baltimore was becoming one of the most important cities in the colonies.
Right.
And the Court of Baltimore ordered that a road be struck between the city all the way to Pennsylvania, north of here. So they took that Indian path.
Okay.
They widened it somewhat, packed it with dirt. It really wasn't much of a road, but it was big enough for wagons to pass through, a team of pack horses, that type of thing. Even stagecoaches and Conestoga wagons.
Wow, that's
crazy. But
it
it was not in great shape. So by the end of the 1700s, now a state, the Maryland ordered that this road be improved. And so stone was added. Crushed stone really made a difference.
Right.
But soon the funds were depleted and the project was abandoned. So enter privatization. Around 1800, companies were formed with stocks, and these companies bought the roads that were the major arteries out of Baltimore with the condition that they would improve them, they would maintain them, and because of that, then they could charge money. They could charge tolls for people to use their roads.
Interesting.
Every once in a while on Reisterstown Road, you would have a toll gate.
Okay.
Sometimes actually a toll house because the toll gate keeper might live there.
Right.
Some of them were open 24/7. He could be awakened in the middle of the night. So the closest, and the gates were, the barricades were usually a long piece of wood pointed at the end called a pike.
Okay.
And they would have to turn the pike or lift it so that the travelers could pass through once they'd paid. That's where we get the name Turnpike.
Interesting.
So if we get to the 1900s, they're still charging tolls.
Oh,
and people are not happy about this.
I bet.
And the roads are not being properly maintained. So by now we have a Maryland State Road Commission, and they have started buying up the roads from these companies. Reisterstown Road was the last one bought, and that was in 1915.
1915. Okay.
And interestingly, the county part of it wasn't paved until 1921.
Really?
Really.
That seems so late. And tell me a little bit more about this milestone here.
Well, milestones were made of sandstone. Unfortunately, that's why you can't read them today. They were to be 3 feet above ground, 2 feet into the ground, and they would have writing on them. They always had a number. This was milestone number 16. And sometimes they had writing, like there might have been a B, which would indicate Baltimore, or they might have said M to B, which would have been miles to Baltimore. And often there was an inner tavern very near a mile marker, and those often took on the names of the mile markers. So, example, in Pikesville, there was a 7-mile house.
Right, I remember, yes.
And in the McDonough area, there was a 10-mile house, and so forth. And you see that all over the country with these mile markers.
So we like to end every episode of Betcha Didn't Know with a Betcha Didn't Know. So Ann, take it away.
Well, there actually were 3 markers right here in Reisterstown.
Okay.
Unfortunately, one of them disappeared not too long ago. Mile marker number 15 was in front of Franklin High School.
Right.
I have a feeling it disappeared when the addition was made and they put the new entrance in where the traffic light is.
Okay.
I would love to know what happened to it. But there is a third one, which is still highly visible. It's obviously a mile from here, north, and it's at the southeast corner where Hanover Pike intersects Butler Road.
Okay.
At the light.
At the
So
light.
if you look at the southeast corner,
Okay.
you will see it protruding
Yeah.
from the ground.
Okay. Well, we'll have to check it out. Thank you so much, Ann. I mean, we're so lucky to have you here in Reisterstown to learn all this history.
Thank you. Well, I'm lucky to be part of this too. So thank you very much.
This is wonderful. Well, guys, I bet you didn't know all this great information. And thank you again. Have a wonderful day.